Hello, you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today, we're going to take a look at the two new pence coin from the United Kingdom or Great Britain from 1971. And as you can see, we have four of them here. Two of them are on the front or obverse, and two of them are on the back or reverse. When you look at this coin, you see that it is a bronze coin, and it's a little bit bigger, if we look at that, than a U.S. quarter. It is a pretty heavy coin, and by heavy I mean that it weighs about 7.12 grams, so there's quite a bit of, it's a thick and heavy coin. On the front of the coin, it has Queen Elizabeth II facing to the right. This is the Arnold Machen portrait, DG Reg FD 1971. By the grace of God, Queen and Defender of the Faith 1971, Elizabeth II. She's wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. And this particular coin came out in 1971. They made 1.45 billion of them. And the reason that they made so many was they were switching over to make it so there were 100 pence to the pound. And under the new system, they came out with actually two coins, and they both had the word new on them. So there was the one new pence and the two new pence. And they actually put the word new on here and two. This is the Prince of Wales badge, and it has ostrich plumes, and it says Ich Dien. Ich Dien, I'm sorry, which means I serve. And you see there's a beaded outer rim to this, and again a beaded outer rim to the front. When they made these coins, they made so many in 1971, and we get a lot of calls from people saying, "What? Tell me about the 1971. Why is that the only year that we can find that?" And what they did is they made 1.45 billion, so they didn't actually have to make them again until 1971. Now you can get proof coins for 72, 73, and 74, but from 1971 until 1975, they did not make this coin. And then in 1975, they came out with 145 million of these, or 1/10 the original circulation production. So this coin here, there are 50 of these to a British pound, or a new British pound, and it is still in circulation. In other words, you could use this, but not many people do because, of course, they replaced it with a more modern image of the Queen. And you can see this is the young Queen here. This is the second portrait, the Arnold Machen engraving. And this over here, of course, is the fourth portrait, which is the Ian Rink Broadley portrait, which is this one here. Is this portrait's currently being used, but on the back of the newer coins they don't have where it says 2 pence. What they do have, however, is the Royal Shield design. Now, this 2 new pence, what they did was in 1985 they came out with a different version of this. Let me see if I can find one. I think it's this one here. There we go. And the different version, this is an 88, but the different version had, of course, the third portrait of the Queen facing to the right. And on the back, this is what I want to show you that's kind of cool. They took the word new off and put the word two in. So instead of, if we put them right next to each other, you see it says 2 pence. This one came out in 1985 because it was no longer a new pence, and people were used to 100 to the dollar. So they took the word new off, put the word two in, and left the same image on there, which is a pretty cool image if you look at it. And so this coin was made in 1985. This coin ended in 1981. And this coin here, this image here started in 1998 and again goes to the present day. All right, that's about all we have. Oh, people always ask about the value. We don't value the coins. In other words, we say what the book, you can look them up in a book. So we don't buy them, we don't value them, but if you want to know, I think this is probably in the 50 cents US range, maybe less for the 1971, because whenever they make 1.5 billion of anything, there's going to be plenty of them around. So if you're saving these up to make the big bucks on them, you're not going to. If you're saving them up because you like them and you like the images, then you might have a shot at just having of enjoying them. But if you want to know how much they're worth, they're not worth anybody's time or money in terms of bringing them to a coin dealer. You're not going to get any value for a 1971. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel.